Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Teresa here, and just the animals, just the critters, just all 5 critters. Um, it is October 25th, 2016, Tuesday afternoon now. It is 12:11 p.m. Bradley is at work. He had a day shift today. It's a little hard on him to turn around because, he didn't get off work until almost quarter till 11. And then he had to be back at work at 10. But you guys all know how that goes. But, sometimes that's just what happens. So, and he's off for the next 2 days after this, which we're really looking forward to. So, it is, did I tell you guys it was a Tuesday? Sorry, I'm just a little jumbled. It is 71 degrees. Real feel is 78. The high will be 82 and the low will be 62. We sure have been enjoying the cooler temperatures, even though I do have the AC on because, being that this is metal, it does heat up. And I find it a little bit easier for me to run the AC than have to have the windows open because we are so tightly all packed in here, and this whole back row mainly is all full up. And just to reduce the noise, give you more privacy and stuff. And also it doesn't make the dogs freak out as much because they don't hear as much. So, I put some lotion on our neighbor last night, our new neighbor. I think he's going to be here quite a while because he was having some kind of internet cable installed yesterday and stuff, and talking about contracts. He seemed nice enough. He was quieter this morning, so we appreciate that. Like I said, you gotta let go. If he was real noisy, I guess we would just have to get some earplugs. We're all making the best of this. I'm trying to put some lotion on because I have had so many of those bug bites, those no-see-ums, and then I have a really bad reaction to it for some reason, probably because my body's just not used to that from Wyoming. So then after it gets done all acting up and stuff, because it really swells. A lot of times there'll be like a little bit of an infection right there and stuff, and then after that, all my skin wants to peel and stuff. So see, it's still healing up, and that's just from no-see-ums, the severe reaction. You can't really see, but they're starting to go away now. And then the big white spots you see, that's from I got bit about 3 years ago by a brown recluse in Wyoming in our house, and that swelled up and was so infected for so long, for a good 3 months. 2 or 3 antibiotics and stuff. It was nasty. Anyway, I know. You guys are used to me, though. And a lot of you guys really care about me. So, yesterday I did take a short nap after I made my second video about CJ passing. Just about an hour, but I was just so tired, and I just needed to kind of shut my brain off. It was kind of, when you're taking care of somebody who is sick or an animal that is sick, once it's all said and done, even though you're very sad and stuff, it is a sense of relief that they're no longer in pain, and so you just kind of... So, did that. Brad had to go to work, and actually, he ended up not being late for work even. You guys are going to all laugh, and that's okay. The dogs and I had kind of our own little memorial because they're being very clingy right now. They're all surrounded around me, and you can tell they miss her. We went from a household of 6 dogs, and 2 have passed now, and uh, the other family member's German Shepherd was too aggressive, and I could not get her to calm down. What it was is she had been so neglected and abused. She needed to be in with either just one other dog or by herself. And we had another family member that was able to find somebody who wanted her, who knew about her and wanted her, and stuff. So then they had just one other dog that she seemed to get along with. Okay, so and they was somebody who was gonna be home all the time and stuff. So they took her, and as far as I know, she has a happy life. Anyway, these guys, like I said, they've been super clingy. I've got Nixie, the giant schnauzer, right at my feet. Missy did move over to the passenger seat where CJ used to always lay. But she'd been on me, loving me up a lot and wanting reassurance, basically last night. And then Charlie is right here, cuddled up right by me right now. So what we did was I had an open bag. I told you guys we had bought some of that Gainsburger type uh, soft dog food, because that's really what CJ really loved, and there for a while that was what she would eat. But I had an open bag of it. It comes in those little pouches, and I had an open bag of it, and because I kept trying to get her to eat it, she wouldn't. So I took that and another pouch of it. And then we had some of the Vienna sausages left in the fridge that were hers. That, she got to the point where she wouldn't eat anything. And so I made them up each a little dish, and we kind of had our own little memoriam of, of just me holding them and petting them. And, animals help you deal with so much stuff anyway, and they eagerly ate that and stuff. So it was all good. I put away, I had just a few of her cut diapers left, and then, like I said, I have a whole nother big, bag of them. I've just put away for now, put her diaper covers away, so, I'm going to keep the diaper covers in case I need to use them on Missy, and then after that, I will probably donate them to somebody, or even an animal shelter or something. Well, I don't think an animal shelter, but maybe a vet or something, would know somebody who is going to have to start diapering their dogs or something. So I'll donate them, So, and I'll probably do that with the diapers too. Unless I find somebody that has a child that wears a size 3 diaper, then I'll donate them locally, But anyway, so we did that. We all miss her. But I'm so relieved she's not in any more pain. And I'm just remembering the good things, the happy times and the silly times and stuff, and the joy she brought us. And I know she knew she was loved, and that was the whole reason why we do this. So, time to move on. Remember her, laugh about her silly antics and stuff. I had one point in time taught her how to howl. She knew how to howl, but we would do kind of a whole chorus thing, which we kind of stopped doing. We did just a little bit here because, the dynamics changed. But, yeah, she was a good dog. So, I just did some looming, and I didn't do too much of it, so you're going to be surprised there's not that much progression, but, it is what it is. So, this is my shawl so far. Over down. We'll bring a fire. So I got that much done. And I watched Teen Mom. I know it's trash TV, but I like it. So I watched some of that, and I watched a few YouTube videos. And then if you've ever made a comment in the past and maybe you think, boy, she's really rude or whatever, because the comment never showed up, I found so many, Marcy, so many of your comments had been put into my spam folder. Angie on YouTube, same way. There was some other people that, so I went through and I approved most of them. There were a few that were like, but there was almost 300 in there, and I never even thought to check. I never even thought to check that folder. So, yeah. So, if you thought, wow, that's rude, my comment never even showed up, that's why. So, I didn't answer any comments last night. I just didn't feel up to it. But I'll get to that either today or tomorrow. Today, I need to kind of play catch up because, of course, I did not exercise yesterday. And I didn't clean house either. I mean, I had done the cat litter box earlier in the day, and I made sure all the animals had their food, and just, I did dishes and stuff, but I didn't vacuum and dust and all that. So I need to do that today. I told it, you guys were all so wonderful, and I know I told you guys that, but even last night and stuff, I had so many people texting me, messaging me, or commenting on Facebook, and I didn't answer most of the comments on Facebook either, because, I just was, yeah. But I told one friend of mine that I wanted to have a drink. I don't really drink, but I wanted to have a drink. I wanted to have a cigarette. I quit smoking over 3 years ago, and I wanted some chocolate. And I told my husband that too, and he said, well, I can help you with the chocolate. Because he knows, not that we're opposed to somebody having a drink or us having a drink occasionally, but I don't want to go buy a whole bottle of something when I want just one drink or something. And it really wasn't necessary. I'm not going to have a cigarette because, like I said, I quit over 3 years ago and I like being off oxygen. So, but he did bring home a couple of the bigger candy bars. I did eat one of them last night. Well, I shared part of it with him. So, yeah. And we did have frozen pizza last night. Which, but it is what it is. I'm just doing the best I can, and that's all there is to it. I'm going to keep up with the exercises and still try to eat it as clean as possible, but, I'm not going to stress out as much about it, because, yeah. So, I would like to do some painting tonight. I don't know if I'll get to or not. I know Brad will probably want to have some internet time tonight, because he hadn't had it in a while. Well, no, actually, he'll want it for a while, but then his Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I think, come on tonight. So, he wants to grill something out. I need to get out some pork. In fact, he wants to grill out some pork steak tonight. And I also need to, I have an open can. I buy the big cans of, like, the tomato puree or tomato sauce or diced tomatoes. And I only used part of it the other day. And what I want to do is, I'm either going to freeze it or have to, I'll probably start making some soup tonight, so never mind that. But what you can do if you have an open can of something is you can go ahead and throw it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it. Label it and freeze it, and that works out nice. One of the other things that I like to do, and I don't have one set up here, and I probably will, is I like to have a dry erase board by my freezer and even kind of do a running tally of what I have in there. And I think that's really a nice thing to do. I need to start some soup. I've taken a couple day break of having soup, and I'm ready to start getting back on my soup routine. I did buy some barley funny, so I'm going to be making some beef vegetable barley soup, which I just love barley. I don't know why. But that's all we really got going on here. Like I said, Brad will be off this afternoon, and he's off the next couple of days. And of course, Thursday is our shopping day and stuff. So, and I know that the Jeep needs to have another repair for it. Some idle pulley belt thingy. Brad says it's squealing, and of course I can't hear it. And so, but the mechanic made it sound like it would just take like just a little bit. So it wasn't going to be real expensive, so we'll have to have that done. My topic for today is and I forgot with everything going on, the 22nd marked 6 months since we've gotten here in Florida, in here to this RV park. And been a heck of a 6 months, good and bad. Would I do it again? Yes. Would I have done a few things differently? Yes. But I figure we're right where we're supposed to be. You know, it's been hard. And there's things that you miss, like sleeping in a regular bed. I did this morning when Brad was getting ready to go get in the shower and stuff. I did crawl back on his bed to go back to sleep. But you know, you miss some of the things in a real house, like a full kitchen and you know, definitely more space and stuff. But I am a lot healthier here, even though I, you know, battle with some infection. Like I said, I have such a severe reaction to any kind of bug bite or anything. But that's just a minor thing. Like I said, I'm not on oxygen anymore, and I'm not having to take nebulizer treatments all the time, and be using an inhaler all the time. You know, it took about 5 months, 4.5, 5 months for my joints to get used to the difference in the barometric pressure and the elevation. So, you know, things are getting better. We wouldn't have made it through without all the kindness of so many of you guys. And, you know, and we never asked anybody for any money or anything. I asked you guys if you were interested in selling some Etsy, but we do appreciate everybody that just out of the goodness of their heart said, hey, you know, we'd like to help out some, you know, because you guys really have made so much of a difference. You know, I mean, it's always amazing to me how when you really severely need money, it appears. In one form or another. And yeah, we sold some things that we needed to sell, you know, to make ends meet, and that's just life. You know, my philosophy is you can't take it with you when you pass over, so, you know. And we'd already left the grandkids, well, with their parents. They'll get them when they're old enough. The stuff we wanted them to have when we would pass on anyway. Their inheritance, you know, the you know, those kind of items. Like my granddaughter has all my depression glassware that was from my great grandmother. So, you know, and her mom's holding that for her and stuff. And my daughters were given what we wanted them to have. Because it didn't make sense for us to move that stuff here and hold on to it. And like the depression glassware, I used to display it until I realized how valuable it was, and then I put it in boxes, you know, and you know, just left it there. So, you know, but yeah, it's been hard, but I would do it again. It's a good option if you have animals and if you don't have a lot of money and you're going to have to start over credit wise, and you're not moving somewhere where you know anybody and don't have any family there. It's a good option to have an RV or a trailer. When I say RV, I mean that we live in a motorhome. You know, I've seen some really beautiful sunsets over the bay here, and it is really. And I keep telling myself that we're very blessed. We can live on a oceanfront bay right now, because that doesn't really happen unless you have a lot of money. So for now, uh, you know. But yeah, it's been difficult. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's been hard as hell sometimes. Uh, but and it kind of went through where I was kind of homesick for a bit. I wasn't homesick for necessarily Wyoming, because I feel like I lived there long enough, all of my life until now, and experienced as much as I could. I lived in New Mexico just for a short bit, and I lived in Oregon just for a short bit, but I missed my daughters and my grandkids. That's who I missed. So, and I missed this having stuff familiar. We weren't prepared to the lack of services or stores or anything around here, because the websites were not updated, and so a lot of stuff had been shut down. But that's okay. You adjust, you get used to it. So our goal now is to hey Nixie, stop it. Hey, Nick, hey, Nixie, calm down. She's chewing on herself. I'm not sure why. Can't see anything there at all. Our goal now, of course, is to first we want to have some savings. We want to get just a little bit of savings, enough, like even $500 eventually. So that, if we have an animal get sick, or if we have, a vehicle breakdown or something, just like everybody wants to have. And then we really do want to get into, we're going to wait till after the first of the year, but then we really want to start seriously looking at homes we could buy with owner financing, and somebody that would work with us. That's what we'd like to do. Ideally, we'd like to rent for a while, and then maybe have it be a rent to own. I really would like to get either a trailer, a mobile home, or a modular, because I really want one of those garden tubs really bad, because I love to take baths. But if you're a plus size person, a normal size bathtub, and they've downsized them, it's very tight squeeze. But we'll see. I figure whatever's meant to be will be, but that'll be our next goal. Brad's working, he's working more than 20 hours. He's working almost 30 hours, sometimes a little bit more. And that job's going well. He likes it. And not really doing much with the Etsy. I have a lot of stuff in there. I think I have 90 items in there right now. So there's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff already made. So, and I want to start depleting some of that stock, and then when it gets to be closer to Christmas time, whatever I have left, I will be donating, so I can start fresh with the new year. I'm dying to order some yarn, but I'm waiting. I don't really have the money to, and I am working through some of my stash now. So, but yeah, we really want to be able to get into a place of our own, and then sell this RV. And then what we want to do is put half of the money away, and then half of the money we could use to buy furniture and furnish and stuff for our home, because we have none of that. We have no furniture. We got rid of all of that, and we don't have much cookware or anything. So, I mean, we massively downsize. So, we'd need to go to thrift stores or used furniture stores and be able to get beds and couches and recliners and kitchen table and all that good stuff. So, that's our plan. So, like I said, it's been hard, but any major change in life is. And, but I am glad we're here. We had some stuff going on in Wyoming that was nothing short of harassment, and wouldn't ever want to go through that again. I mean, just, when you have a group of family members that all think it's funny just to keep, and this was on my husband's side, and they were doing it to both of us. And I'm not going to go into any more detail than that, but, something that just wasn't right at all, and really deeply affected both of us. And we needed a fresh start. And, like I said, the economy and Brad's health and my health, and, he is doing better here, even though he's in so much pain and stuff. And he really is in a lot of pain when he gets home from work. But, he'd be in so much more pain with the cold weather there and stuff. So, it's all good. I figure it's what was meant to happen. We don't have the ultimate control. So, I feel happier as a person. I have a really good friend who lives next door, and she's just as sweet as can be, and Brad goes fishing with her husband sometimes too. And really love those people, and we have a lot of nice neighbors, and we're liked here, and stuff. And then you guys are just phenomenal. I mean, you guys are just, I think my lucky stars every day for you guys. You guys are just so fantastic. Before I forget it, I want to give a couple shout outs. If any of you guys know our sweet friend Alice Dalton, she used to make a few videos on here. I don't know if her video name was Alice in Chains no more. She used to have a Facebook page called that. And she's battling lung cancer. And now it has spread to her brain. And she's going through radiation and everything. Handling that the best she can. But her sweet daddy took a turn for the worse either a week or two ago. Started having chest pain. So he's real frail anyway. And he passed away yesterday. So if you guys know her on Facebook, stuff, over and give her some hugs and love. She could use it, and support. She's a beautiful friend of mine. Also, if you guys know Leanne Lives, that's her YouTube channel on here. She is still very sick, guys. She was battling the flu, and now it's moved up to her sinuses, and she's been under so many different antibiotics and medications, and she keeps getting worse and stuff. She still is off work. She even missed her weekend plans with Cheryl Coyote and some others. And so she really could use some love and support too. And some hugs. But be dressed in like a hazmat suit, because she doesn't need any of our germs. And anybody else really going through stuff, just I want to thank my dear friend Terry and my dear friend Jacqueline. I gotta look up her name, make sure I'm saying it right, because I would hate to not be saying it right. But my dear friend Terry knows. She's just phenomenal. I just can't thank her enough. Yes, my friend Jackie. So I just wanted to give you a quick shout out and tell you how much that you do mean to me. And I've dropped you a couple emails. I hope you've gotten them. I know you said that your internet was spotty. So if you do watch this, please please text me. Just tell me it's you so I can, I'll put you in my contacts later today too and probably text you. So, but you guys have been just phenomenal. The messages and the support and stuff, wow, just incredible. So, you guys, I know you guys think I'm so strong, but you guys make me strong. You guys make me be able to handle this stuff so much better, right? And Charlie is shaking right now, guys. Mr. Charlie here is shaking because the acorns are bouncing down on the roof and scaring him. Right, Charlie? Are you scared? Oh, I know. Are you doing okay, Bubba? I know you miss your friend, huh? You miss your little... CJ used to be like his little girlfriend. He likes the older women, don't you? Right, Charlie? Don't shake, honey. You okay? Yes, I know. You're the baby, aren't you? I know. It's all okay. But we're doing okay, guys. Right, Charlie? Have a kiss? One more. Hey, kiss, kiss. Charlie, are you ignoring me? Thank you for... Yes. Yes. Charlie. Really? Oh, really? So that's how it's going to be now. You're going to ignore me now? They see this. You're on camera. They see you ignoring me. Yeah, they see it. Well, you got to save yourself, young man. Charlie. Alright. Well, I got to get off here. I'm boring you guys to death. I'm sorry. But thank you again for just being you. So remember that I love you guys and I do cherish your friendship. And I think you guys are all awesome. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Say bye, Charlie. Charlie, say bye. Charlie, hey. Bye, guys.